Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Decidedly Neapolitan, and I I wanted some sand, but I keep drowning. That is the problem on this server. I need to make a ton of glass, and we don't have a desert nearby that I've found, and I've taken a look around and I've not really found anything much aside from these beaches, some of which I might go and do some crazy excavation with later, but I don't necessarily want to wreck the natural landscape around here, especially if people are going to be using it. What is that? Okay, that's extreme hills. That looked like white sand or something for a minute, so I was a little bit more optimistic about that. But yeah, I wanted to get some more sand, so I figured ocean floor, probably the best place to get sand. Problem with that is I keep drowning, because my armor is not enchanted with anything that helps me breathe. So, on the off chance, I typed in scuba into NEI, and there is something. There's something from Industrial Craft, apparently a scuba helmet. I assume this is probably going to need like a lot more than that. I assume it's not just like breathe underwater forever. You probably need to make oxygen tanks and stuff, but it's a start. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to take this clock away because it has been ticking and the ticking is driving me mad. I don't know if there's a way of making the clock silent. If I right-click it, nope, absolutely not. Okay, it's going in a chest until I figure out what to do with it, because, to be perfectly honest, that was driving me a little bit nuts. So, we will probably... Let's make a chest. Let's at least make a chest for down here, because I've not done much else with the storage area so far, and I figure it probably at least needs some kind of chest down here, just to keep the kind of personal possessions in and stuff. I'm going to furnish this area properly a little bit later on, but right now I have not done that. And it's... There it is, dirt. Gosh. I can't even remember what dirt looks like. I'm playing with so many different blocks in this modded server. It's driving me slightly up the wall. But not to worry. Anyway, so I'm going to smelt some sand. I'm going to smelt some sand in my... I was always going to the furnaces over there. I need to smelt some sand in my electric furnace, because I can do that now. We have the technology, and it's ever so slightly faster, which is lovely. So we got one glass, and for the scuba helmet we need some iron bars, some orange dye, which is going to be not too bad of a challenge as far as I know. Maybe you've got some flowers in here already. I've got mushrooms. Do I have things of a wooden... No, okay, right. We will go on a flower hunt. Exciting things for episode 13, flower hunting. Although I think there are definitely going to be some around. Although I had a bit of trouble finding flowers before, so do we have any bone meal? Do we have any bone meal? This is the problem with there being like nature mods and stuff installed and there being all this kind of fancy grass and everything, is that when you just want your basic flour, it's not as easy to get as you think. So mob drops, yes, bone meal, good. Okay, we'll grab some bones as well, just in case we don't can't. Lucky those glow shrooms have been growing. The grow shrooms have also been glowing. Let's clear ourselves a nice big area. And of course we're going to pick up all of the seeds, of course. Boom. And what on earth is this? Swamp flower. Can we pick it up? Does it make us orange dye? Oh, it makes cyan dye. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's not what we want for the scuba helmet, but that's at least an interesting start. Bone meal. Okay, we got a red flower. That's at least one of the ones we wanted. I don't know if yellow flowers will grow in swamps. Maybe we should move out of the swamp and into somewhere a little bit nicer. What is this biome going to be? Yay, there we go. Easily done. Got us both the flowers we wanted in one shot. Let's make a little bit more orange dye. I don't know if I'm going to dye anything orange, but we may as well try it out. Let's make some orange now. Oh, forgetting how to craft dyes now. There we go, orange, fantastic. So, we are most of the way there. I have a bunch of rubber from Industrial Craft stuff, even though I've been mainly using it to coat wires. Helmets, not bad either. And the last thing we needed was some iron bars, was it not? I believe it was. Should have some leftover iron in here, yep, okay, because, yeah, I don't know where... Iron bars naturally spawn in strongholds and stuff, but nobody seems to be telling me where the stronghold is, which either means they can't remember or they want to withhold the information from me for some reason, and I have no idea why they would. So everyone has forgotten where the stronghold is, and it's probably up to me to find it. But the problem is, the only reason I really want to get to the stronghold, aside from, you know, a small need for iron bars, is that I want to get some ender pearls for making elevator blocks, so I don't have to keep using that stack of dirt as a ladder down to my storage area. There we go. And scuba helmet. Does it work? That is the question. Do I need anything else to go with it? And it can be turned into a quantum suit helmet. Hello, that's an objective, but what on earth is that? Okay, right, that all looks overcomplicated to me. I'm just going to see if the scuba helmet will let me breathe underwater for any longer than a regular helmet will, or if I need to craft some kind of like oxygen tank thing. Right, scuba helmet test, dive in controlled environment. Nope, looks like it's decreasing just like normal, so we probably need an oxygen tank. Okay, well that's going to be an objective for another time, because I reckon I'll probably just dig out some of the sand from here, to be honest. Okay, so the noisy machines are up and running, and I've got 2 bat boxes set up now. I don't know why I've wired this one to the other one. I kind of heard somewhere that you could chain them together, but I think you have to put them next to each other for them to store and share their power. So I've... I'm just going to jump in the water for no reason. I've got these 2 flowers up and running, and they don't output much, and they only output during the day as well, which is kind of tricksy. I've even installed a little, like a skylight down there, basically just so I can see whether or not it is daytime, although it's kind of hard to tell through the water, but there you go. And I feel like the next thing to do is to upgrade the power in some way, and I still want to go solar because I like solar, and there are low voltage solar arrays I can make, which basically involve 8 solar panels, and solar panels are not that cheap, right now at least. Like, I imagine they will probably become cheaper in future, but you need a generator, you need a bunch of glass and coal dust, you need some electronic circuits, all of which I know how to make now. It's just a little bit time consuming at the moment, so maybe in future there will be some way of automating some of these processes. Like, I know there's a way of automating the making of wires and things like that, but for now I'm probably just going to have to make a bunch of wires manually and see what I can do with those. Okay, this should be the last solar panel going in place, if I can remember which way around to put the ingredients. I've done this 8 times already. You'd think I would know, wouldn't you? You'd think I'd know how to put together a solar panel, but there we go. That is solar panel number 8, and oh my word, this has been a grind. And the last ingredient we need is a LV transformer, which I have a feeling is not going to be a picnic. What do I need for coil? Oh, okay, it's not too bad then. It's not too bad. We can do that. We can do it easily. Do I have any iron? I've got an iron block on me that I can turn into ingots. And then copper. We need some wire. Mash some of this out. That's not enough. I'm going to need more than that. Let's just flatten it all out. We probably need to at some point anyway. And yeah, definitely going to get... Once we've got some decent power supply going through here, I do think the next step is going to be getting some kind of component automation things going on. Something that can cut the wires for me so I don't have to worry about that kind of thing. Then what have we got here? We've got a coil. This needs to be surrounded by wood and 2 tin cable. Okay, so we've got tin cable in here, I believe. Yes, 2 of them. Fantastic. Good, good. And then last thing we need to do... I've got a ton of rubber wood, by the way. I pretty much started like a rubber orchard out here. I'm not sure if they're still there or if I cut them all down. I did cut them all down. But it's fine because I have saplings available. And yeah, I basically started getting... I started tree tapping sticky resin out of all of them, which is probably the most efficient way to do it, but it's not the fastest. So eventually I just cut it all down, and I've been getting single bits of rubber out of individual rubber tree logs. But yeah, I've got a sapling there so I can restart the orchard if need be. Got plenty of rubber in the meantime. So let's break up some of this wood. Oh, we can't. Can you not use rubber wood for anything else? Interesting. I did not know that. Learning something new every day, folks. So, and especially when industrial craft is concerned, learning something new every couple of seconds, I think. We've got oak wood planks on either side like that. Got a coil in the middle, got 2 of those, and we have an LV transformer. Fantastic. Low voltage, but probably better than what I'm currently rocking up there. So this should be fun. We've got 8 solar panels surrounding one of those, and we have ourselves A low voltage solar array. This is a big day. Big day for me. Getting proper solar power on the go. Assuming that's what this does. I'm really hoping that it's not some kind of terrible, like, bust. Do I need to get a wrench for that? I have a feeling I do, and even if I wrench it, it probably won't drop itself. I've had to rebuild that macerator 4 or 5 times now. This thing has been a nightmare. So I really need to get one of those power tools that you can actually get 100% success rate on, like the wrench, because yeah, the wrench is not being kind to me these days. It was a couple of episodes ago on the live stream we figured out that they didn't have 100% success rate, and oh, thank goodness for that. We've still got a solar panel over here. Right, low voltage solar array. Light from the sun, give me power, and I can probably throw this solar panel over here in flower number 3, and then we have a fully working setup. I am working on a couple of other flowers over there as well. I want to expand the industrial craft area a bunch, because it is clear that despite the fact each of these machines is a single block, so they don't take up a great deal of space, all of the wiring and stuff could be arranged better. And I can take all of this down. I don't know why I need this, but hopefully... Oh yeah, look at the power flowing in. That's excellent. And I don't think it's going to be as fast as 8 solar panels working at once, which is kind of what you would hope for, but at least that means that we can get some power in at higher rates than it goes out, because if I was running the electric furnace and the macerator, it was draining it like that, and it was just stopping. So yeah, and they make really weird noises when they shut down as well. They just kind of go, hurr, 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 and then they go, nope, not anymore. So yeah, we can probably chain these bat boxes together as well, so we can get a decent power buffer going on. I've still got an individual thing powering this, because it's not really using that much power just to run the single extractor, but maybe we can rearrange those things. And we're getting a healthy supply of rubber, so that should be fine. Right, on to the next objective, and I'm not entirely sure what that is for this episode, but I think I wanted to make a little bit more furniture for my downstairs area. I do also want to get... I'm going to raid other people's stuff to see if they have any ender pearls now, because I really, really want to get my elevator blocks set up so I don't have to keep pillaring up and down from that little living quarters area I've made. And I could build a ladder, I suppose, but I just want it to be a little bit more kind of slick than that, you know? I want to start moving into the high-tech stuff, because I'm making progress with industrial craft. I feel like it's probably about time that I start doing stuff like that. And I might take a quick trip to the cow farm, actually, because I don't really have a steady food source. I've been one of those people who's incredibly industrious when it comes to setting up all of the machinery and the mods and stuff, and getting Tinker's Construct on the go, but I have not paid any attention to basic things like the need to feed myself. So how about we use this handy dandy cow farm up here and get ourselves some beefsteak? Who's hungry? Come on, boys. Jump for the wheat. Jump for your wheat. Oh, yes. Well, nice athletic cows. That probably gives you better steak, right? Probably not. Probably not. Let's take out a couple of these guys. I really should be doing this with looting or something, but I do not have access to a looting sword right now. I've been breeding them up every now and again just when I needed leather and things. Any more for any more? Anybody else happy to breed? Oh, got a couple there. Fantastic. Alright, so the cows are not going to completely disappear. I can make some of this leftover wheat into bread. And wow, my frames dropped over there. I'm not sure if that was... Interesting. Hello, there's been some new trees. I didn't even notice that, and I've no idea how, because, wow, that is a tall tree. That tree looks like it would be great for some utility wood. I mean, look at the colour of it for a start. That's really, really nice colour. Coast Sequoia. Interesting. Alright, growing me one of these and then chopping it down with my lumber axe and then using the wood for utility and stuff. That will keep me going for a little while, I think. Tiptoe over the cactus farm. There we go. So yeah, let's plant one of these and have at it, and then maybe we can use that for some new furniture as well. Somebody in the last episode, I think it might have been Tredo, told me that I can basically make 2 of those clocks and bolt them together somehow to make a grandfather clock. So I'm going to have to look into that, because grandfather clocks look really cool. I like the kind of floor standing look of them. Let's plant it out here. So yeah, anyway, what I was going to do... Completely forgot I was going to raid other people's bases for ender pearls, so we'll do that shortly. Need to get myself some food. Let's cook some food using the electric furnace, because why not? We've got one now, may as well. And hopefully this will actually cook the steak properly. I like mine well done, so I don't think it's going to be burnt to a crisp. There it is, fantastic. We can take solar array out of any eye as well. And let's take a look at Bibliocraft, because that's where all the furniture and stuff goes. There's a ton of really neat stuff. There's like tables. I like the look of these desks. I do think we need a desk down there. If we're going to have a clock, then we may as well have a desk. No idea where we can get mahogany wood from. There must be tons of trees out there that I just haven't discovered yet. So we can have a hellbark desk. We can have an ethereal desk. Ethereal wood, interesting. And jacaranda I have a little bit of. And I think that's quite kind of nice. It doesn't need much either. It just needs a feather, a candle, some wood, and some wood planks, which I definitely think I can rustle up. As long as I've got the feather, I do not. So let's go on a chicken hunt. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. We are going to have to do that. Now, let's pop some of the industrial craft stuffs away, because I won't be needing the wrench. Probably throw the charcoal and stuff in here as well. I tried making the solar arrays with charcoal dust, and that did not work out. It seems to be exclusive to Railcraft to a certain extent. Like, it doesn't seem like I need to use that for any other mods. So I will save that for a rainy day and see if we get into anything Railcraft later on. I've not really looked into much about what Railcraft is, really. I've not seen a huge amount of the Railcraft tool set or whatever, so it'd be interesting to see how that works. I mean, from the name, I'm guessing it's just kind of a transport-related thing, but there seem to be engines and stuff that you can make, and there's stuff that Jeff found in a village in one of his episodes that definitely looks a little bit more sophisticated than I'm giving it credit for. So let's find ourselves a chicken. That chicken didn't even know what hit him. Okay, we've got a couple of feathers going on, and we can make it up here. I think you need slab over the top like that. That's a regular old table from Thorncraft. Interesting. We'll bear that in mind for the future, but that is a nice looking desk. Can see myself holding it in my right hand, which is not normally the easiest way to hold a desk one-handed, but there you go. Let's hop down here. Yeah, I had a bit of a disaster getting up out of here last time around, so excuse the mess. Now, that was where I had the clock, and I think desk is probably going to be best off over here. Okay, it's nice, it's cute. Where are all the books and stuff that were on there? Can I just put books on there now? Is that how it works? I suppose everything is Bibliocraft, so I suppose it's got to be book related somehow. Interesting. Let's use my dirt ladder and grab a couple of books from the bookshelf up here just to test my theory. Be interesting to see if this does work. Wow, look at that. That's cool. So can I... Yeah, I can pile them up at the back as well. Oh, I'm definitely storing stuff like this now. Don't want to open it. Put it there. Wow. That is sweet looking. Okay, I'm basically going to just make a bunch of books to have this as an aesthetic detail. I mean, obviously this is kind of going against the way I usually work, because I love to craft details for myself in vanilla, but having this kind of furniture around definitely does give the place some life. I can understand why people do it, and I really wish that I was thinking in terms of like the color scheme of this general area, but in my house a lot of my furniture is really mismatched colors of wood, because it's just stuff I've accumulated over the years from living in student houses and stuff we bought recently. So looking around the room, I'm sat at a really kind of solid, I don't know if this is oak or what, but it's like a really solid stained desk, and then I've got like a maple bookshelf next to me. The shelves on the other side of the room are kind of beachy color. My speakers have like an oak thing about them. The table behind me is like some solid hardwood. I don't even know what it is. There's basically different types of wood everywhere, and so having different types of wood in my base kind of makes a lot of sense. Still no ender pearls. I just have the one, and making one elevator block is not going to fly. So I'm probably going to have to go caving or something to find an enderman at this rate, because I don't want to use my single ender pearl, try and locate the stronghold, and then not be able to find it and lose that pearl. But then again, I don't want to just grind for ender pearls right now, because endermen are pretty difficult to find and fight anyway. And I mean, at the moment right now, I'm basically sleeping every time it gets night so that my industrial craft machines will charge, so I don't get to experience them much just in the general overworld. So maybe if I wait until nighttime, I'll be able to catch a couple of them. But I figure that will be it for today. It's been a little bit of a shorter episode, but I got what I wanted to do done. I got myself a solar array. We are powering industrial craft stuff pretty swiftly. Had a quick look around other people's bases, and hopefully in future we will be able to expand industrial craft stuff more. Leave comments letting me know what I'm supposed to do next. I think is probably going to be the best thing to do, because I don't know, aside from like the things that help me make more parts, I don't really know what's out there in industrial craft. And if I just type industrial craft in here, there's all of these machines, most of which are there to produce power. There's a teleporter, but yeah, some of this stuff is just a little bit crazy. So I would love to know what you guys think I should focus on next. For now, thank you very much for watching this episode. My name has been Pixlriffs. Please leave a like on the episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. Clay for the floor and the ceiling in here, which I think looks great. I think it kind of looks weirdly like a beetle. I don't know quite why it ended up looking that way, but it's kind of got the pincers at the front. Anyway,